Welcome back to Simple Watch. Today's category is counting down the top 10 best TV shows you can watch on Netflix today. We have carefully selected from audience and the critics' reviews the best TV shows you can watch on Netflix right now. Okay, starting off at the number 10 spot, we have The Kingdom. The Kingdom was first aired in 2015. It currently has 5 seasons streaming on Netflix, and it's actually a British historical drama. This is based on a series of novels by Bernard Cornwell. Similar to Game of Thrones, or if you've seen shows like The Vikings, this is a pretty brutal historical drama and is based on true events. Critics have praised its cinematography and magnificent action sequences. If you don't mind gore and like historical facts, this is the show for you. At number 9, we have Cobra Kai, which is a series that's following on from the original films The Karate Kid. We follow on from the first film, which is where Johnny Lawrence, played by William Sapka, seeks his redemption by reopening the infamous Cobra Kai dojo gym, reuniting his rivalry with the now successful Daniel LaRusso. There are currently 4 seasons available to watch on Netflix. Now, even though it's really cheesy and a classic take on the 70s, 80s theatre, Katrin L. Goodson and Bob Wilson have done a brilliant job making it modern in today's society. At number 8, we have Sons of Anarchy. This is an American crime drama and it started in 2008 and it actually finished in 2014. But it's still one of the greatest shows that you can watch on Netflix today. Created by Kurt Sutter, and it also stars Charlie Hunnam, which is actually a British actor. He plays Jax Teller, who is a leader of an outlaw motorcycle gang in America. Each season becomes darker and so much more intense as it goes on. There are many brutal scenes of sexual nature, violence, and a lot of drugs and alcohol abuse also. Let me tell you, when I say the season finale left millions of viewers absolutely shocked by the ending, this show is not afraid to keep you on the edge of the seat and just expect the unexpected, honestly. As you can probably tell from the trailer, they are not afraid to use violence, and the gang feel like they are the law and above the law and can basically do whatever they want in their town charming. Number 7. The number 7 spot goes to Black Mirror. This is a sci-fi anthology series based on high technology in the future. This shows where humanity's greatest inventions and darkest instincts collide. Want to know more? This started in 2011, and nearly every single episode has a completely different story on how technology is advancing and what it is doing to human society today. It's very fascinating, but it's very scary. Technology is so incredibly advanced, we don't know what can come in the future, in 20, 50, 100 years' time. Some of these episodes you are watching may actually come to life, which is the scariest thing about it. Are you looking for something a little bit different? Something that's going to keep you on the edge of your seat the whole way through? Our number 6 spot, The Stranger Things, is the perfect series for you. It's currently been renewed for season 5, but it first premiered in 2016. Another sci-fi horror series, but this time we're taking it back to the 1980s, and it does have a modern twist, which I love about this series. If you're a fan of Steven Spielberg, Stephen King, or maybe John Carpenter, the Duffer Brothers, who actually created The Stranger Things, took big inspiration from these directors. We follow a group of kids that were in the wrong place at the wrong time. They meet a girl, she has amazing psychic abilities. Then, after this, quite a lot of major supernatural events happen in their hometown. Trust me, this series is one of the best series out there. Thank you so much for watching so far. If you do like this kind of content, please like and subscribe so I can keep making more content like this for you. Let's get to that number 5 spot. We have American Horror Story, which is my personal favourite TV shows of all time. First premiered back in 2011 and created by Ryan Murphy and Brad Falchuk. There are so many actors in the series I cannot begin to tell you. We have Jessica Lange, Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters, Emma Roberts, Kathy Bates, so many more actors, which makes the series so much more fun. You just want to know who's going to show up in each season. As you probably guessed by the name, it is an American horror show. There are some really gory scenes and there's a lot of violence. Every single season is really unique and different, and it's quite hard to tell what's going to be upcoming throughout the series. We've had Murder House, which was based on a horror house. You can go from that to Coven, which is witches, Cult, which is about creating a cult and phobias and clowns and politics. If you want something that's going to keep you entertained and at the edge of your seat the whole way through, American Horror Story is the TV show for you. Our number 4 spot goes to one of the most popular TV shows we've ever seen in our generation, which is Squid Game. This is a South Korean survival drama series and it's created by Hwang Dong-hyuk in September 2021. As it is a Korean show, you can watch it in Netflix with the options to have it either in subtitles in Korean, or you can have a voiceover in your preferred language if that's the way you'd rather watch it. This series is based around childlike games that you have to complete each level to go to the next round. Similar to something like Takeshi's Castle or Total Wipeout. If you lose the game, the consequence of this is unfortunately death. We see many characters change from their normal lifestyle and be very reluctant and wanting to play this game to go damn right greedy and trying to win all of the money. I think the total is £456 billion, and the survivor takes all the money. It's a great show, it's very disturbing, but I think you might like this one. At number 3, we have Ozark, which is an American drama series created by Dill Dubuque, starring Jason Bateman as Marty Bright. We usually see Jason Bateman in lots of classic comedy films, such as Horrible Bosses, but in this series, we see him as a financial planner who relocates his family from Chicago to a summer resort community in the Ozarks. In the series, we see money laundering schemes go wrong, which leaves substantial debt to a Mexican drug lord. There are currently 4 seasons to watch on Netflix, and the first episode premiered back in 2017. This drama series will keep you on the edge of your feet whilst you're watching. There's a lot of action, a lot of unpredictability, and it will keep you entertained. It's well worth the watch. Our number 2 spot is Peaky Blinders, an English drama and historic series created in 2013 by Stephen Knight, Toby Finlay, and Stephen Russell. This is a cast that you might recognise, with actors such as Cillian Murphy, Helen McCrory, Stephen Knight, Tom Hardy, and many more. We take it back to the 1900s where Tommy Shelby leads a Birmingham gang known as the Peaky Blinders to multiple criminal activities. This series contains a lot of violence, it's binge-worthy, and a great watch. There's currently 5 seasons available to watch, and it has been renewed for a 6th season. So maybe this might be the perfect show for you. Thank you so much for watching A Simple Watch. We have finally got down to the number 1 spot. And for the best TV show on Netflix, we give the number 1 spot to Breaking Bad, which was first aired in 2008 and created by Vince Gilligan. In this series, we follow a chemistry teacher, Walter White, who is unfortunately diagnosed with cancer that is actually incurable. He tries to figure out ways that he can support his family after he passes away, and finds out that in the crystal meth and the drug business, there is a lot of money to be made. Running into his old school pupil, Jesse Pinkman, who is played by Aaron Paul, they work together to cook up crystal meth. This series is not as simple as it seems. There's a lot of action, a lot of violence, and it is jaw-dropping. The scenes that you see, and it keeps you on edge all the way through. If you haven't watched Breaking Bad, you need to. There's a reason that people are still talking about it today, and it's still one of the most watched shows that have ever been created. If you made it to the end, I hope you're happy with our number 1 spot that goes to Breaking Bad. If you do like this kind of content, please leave us a little comment and give us a like. any content you'd like to see like this in the future, please do the same. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.